play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Bounce! Wide at 8! Come to my... Ready, 9! We want it! Come to my world! Check nickel! That's it!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding me no gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. First down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Down. 280.
53. Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now third and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
The Browns take over. Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 at their own 46. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Alert! Strong right. Hey, we got 4. Hurry! Minus 50.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Hey, high 7.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Alert, 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 alert. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. He's coming to you, motion. Hey, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough. Space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Carr going to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
694. 57 a mile.
Shotgun now for Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen down. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Push him back.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Guilt trip is here.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Mayfield now. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the whip.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. He completes it to Hunt. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Carr finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Mayfield now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right. And got his man, complete. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, alert 33. 80 weapons. Switch it. Hurry. I got you.
Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Joker. Hurry.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Now, Mike, 57. 180. Let's go. We're good.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Come on.
Express. Raider 1.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. This is Johnson. He's got it. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 734. Express.
57, Mike 57. Drop deep.
Hey, Zoo. 57. Mike 57. Coming in.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Beckham. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Oh, you got deep? You got tight left.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check my 50. You ain't doing nothing today. Hurry! Go my 50, my 50.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hurry! Hey, 50. 50's the hurry! Bring it! Hurry!
Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Got you, boy.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
57. Mike, 51.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught, Nelson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the whole...
Down the numbers! There he goes! And all the way in! Touchdown, Oakland! Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley with touchdown number 8 on the year. Then the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Browns 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Grant on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Carr going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
50 seconds to mine.
6:18.
It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Express.
57, Mike 57. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing again. Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
57's right. Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing his Carr on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Carr. Caught by Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Carr going to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this